Welcome back viewers. In the last video, we had done the installation of Ubuntu Studio in Bodhi Linux. And in this video, we are going to check out how the Ubuntu Studio is installed on the Bodhi Linux and whether it works or not. So let us start. Okay, so the Bodhi Linux desktop, that is the Moksha desktop, has come up on the screen. And the first thing, of course, what we are going to do is to change the, okay, we'll have to first change the screen resolution. Where we did the screen resolution, I just keep forgetting because I check out many desktops. That's the reason. So what happens is in my mind many things mix up. Okay, let me delete new applications. Let us open the settings panel. Screen, yes, virtual desktops. Okay, not here. Where is this setting on? Yes, system tools. There must be the setting for the desktop. Yes, preferences. Yes, monitor settings. It is there in the preferences monitor settings. And now we have to change the output resolution. That's it. So now we are ready for the actual desktop review. So there is no change in the look of the Moksha desktop. So this is the first learning. The wallpaper has not changed. The workspaces location, the clock location, the bottom panel, there is no change, absolutely no change. So that means the Ubuntu Studio has not disturbed the system settings of Moksha desktop of Bodhi Linux. So that's great. You can see even no app has been added to the panel. No widget has been added over to the right side of the panel. So first thing that we are going to check is we will start with the applications. So here in the accessories section, you can see here the font viewer and font manager were not there earlier, so they have been added. Ngrampa archive manager was there in Bodhi Linux, so it is the default app in the Bodhi Linux. Only font manager and font viewer has been added by the Ubuntu Studio to this desktop. Lift pad was there. In audio production, you can see here the different effects, audio effects are there. 81, Carla, Guitarix, Rakarak, Zeta Rev 1. In instruments, these are all the instruments that have been added. Aeolus is there, Who is there, then Hexter is there, Phasex, Yoshimi, Znad sub. In the mid utilities, Jack keyboard is there, MC disp is there. So this is some kind of plugin. Q jack control is there, Q MIDI ERP is there, Q MIDI net is there, Q MIDI route is there, Q synth is there, virtual MIDI keyboard is there, Yoshimi is there. In the mixer, you can see here the different mixers are there. So Echo mixer, Fado mixer, HD, HDA jack, Retask, HDSP configuration, HDSP mixer, jack mixer, Mudita 24, pulse audio volume control, which was there in Bodhi Linux. It is default app. So lot many applications have been added here in the mixers and card control. QS configuration, QS H control, QS mixer, MIDI G control. In audio utilities, Carla control has been added, studio controls have been added. So we will just take a look at the studio controls. So here you can do the system tweaks. You can add the You can change the CPU governor profile. So on demand is the default governor profile, and you can change it over to performance. You can also do the Intel boost. You can change the login levels. Yes, so you can do the login levels. So you can have at the info, debug, or extra level. You can change the firewall module select. So right now we are using the ALSA firewall modules. You can go with the FADO firewall modules also. And these are the jack master settings. So you can change the jack master settings from here. You can change the jack latency. You can change the dummy channel out capture and playback. You can change the jack device master. So right now only one device is there, but you can have multiple cards and multiple jack master devices. And you can also choose between the jack backend from ALSA or dummy. If you have got multiple jack backends, so all those will be shown here. You can change the jack buffer size, jack periods. You can bridge ALSA to the jack MIDI. You can allow non-unique jack MIDIs. You can start or restart the jack. You can stop the jack. You can apply the audio settings. After you change the settings here, you have to apply the audio settings. So it will refresh the audio settings. You can reset. You can check the X runs. You can open the device mixer. You can open the pulse audio. You can open Carla. The help is there at your hands, and you can close this window. In extra devices, you can see here, you can have multiple devices, audio devices, and you can choose between them. Right now only the Intel default device is there. You can change the jack base name. I think no, it will just show the jack base name. You can change the capture port. You can capture the latency of the jack, particular jack in question. You can change the sample rates. You can see here the sample rates can be changed. Frame buffer sizes can be changed. Number of periods to use can be changed. You can bridge USB devices to jack. Lot many things are there. You can switch to headphones output. You can switch to the monitor output. So it is a full-fledged, perfectly working content creators paradise. So here everything is working and your system is in full control. You are in full control of the system, and the system is in full control of the device. So the laptop or workstation, everything is in control. Whole hardware is in control. Then you can do the pulse bridging. So bridge to configure, change the bridge name, bridge channel count, auto connect port. Lot many. Even I also don't know many of this because I don't use such an advanced setup. I just record. OBS Studio and some plugins is good enough for me. I am not into this much detail, but anyway, the users who are using studios such like this Ubuntu Studio for their recording their audio, they must be using all these things. So they can do professional level of recording using the studio controls. You can see here the jack self connect mode is there. You can start raise session. You can start new session manager. You can start Azure Dejo. So Azure Dejo is the GUI for the new session manager and works with all NSM aware applications. And the network settings are there. So here you can see the jack network audio bridge. So not many things are there. So it is there and it is working here in perfectly. So I think the Ubuntu Studio installation in Bodhi Linux will be success. So I think where we were, yes. So we did the studio controls. So you can see the meter bridge. So these are all the different applications for the content creators. And Ardor or Audacity is there. Ardor is there. So Ardor is a digital audio workstation. DG Edit is there. NV24 control is there. Fluid Synth is there. Geo On Kick is there. Hydrogen drum beats are there. 832 QT is there. LLMS is the Linux digital workstation. You can see here. MuseCore is there. New session manager. Petrifu, Pure Data, QJack control, QBDNet, QSynth, QTractor. Snooper Looper is there. So it is used to loop the music. So you can create loops out of the music. These are all the multi-channel different plugins are there. Now we will go over to the preferences. So additional drivers are there. So let us check out. So Moksha was unable to run the application. K Desu Ubuntu Studio driver manager. So maybe this application has failed to start. So you have to mark this as one negative against the Ubuntu Studio in the Bodhi Linux. So this application is not working. So if you do more detailed video, if I check it out, there will be some way to start this application also. Then the KD connect settings are there, language support, monitor settings we already checked. Text doc TK is there. In the graphics, you can see here the Blender is there, Darktable, Digicam, Entangle is there, ePhoto. So all this is for the photographers. So this is especially for the photographers. Font Forge is there, GIMP is there. This is also for photographs. Font Forge is for those who are designing fonts. Hugin batch processor, Hugin calibrate lens, Hugin panorama creator. So this is all image edition. Inkscape, K color chooser, Image Magic, Krita, MyPaint, Pico Pixel. So this is I think camera application. Then rapid photo download is there to help you download photos. Scribus is there. So this is for the content editors and people who write the content. And the Synfig Studio is there. In graphics design, you can see the photography applications are there. The graphics utilities are there. So I think graphics and graphic design, mostly the applications are same. And in internet, you can see the Chromium web browser, KD Connect Indicator, KD Connect SMS, Opera, and the web browser manager is there. In the media playback, you got VLC media player, Voco screen NG is there. So this is a screen recorder. XJDO is there. In sound, you can see here you can see all the applications. Lot many applications are, you can see lot many of these applications are reoccurring in different sections. OBS Studio, so many of things we have already seen. I'm just going to repeat what is not there in the earlier sections. Subtitle editor, virtual MIDI keyboard. So some of these applications are not there. QMIDI root is also or not there in other sections. In Office, you have got the ebook writer, ebook viewer. Writer I means editor, ebook viewer, LRF viewer, PDF arranger, Plume creator, Caliber is there for your to create your ebook library. In system tools, you can see the Bodhi App Center was there earlier. Synaptic Package Manager, help, everything is Bodhi. What has been added is the Ask Ubuntu, bulk rename, contribute to Ubuntu Studio, reset applications overview, software resources, terminology. So Sunar File Manager was there earlier. So where we yes. Then the Ubuntu Studio help, Ubuntu Studio installer, Ubuntu mailing list, Ubuntu Studio support chat, Ubuntu Studio website is there, and you can use the Ubuntu Studio installer to uninstall the applications. So I think it is possible. Remember, I had done something. So okay, so once the application is installed, you cannot remove it. But yes, if the applications, some of the sections of applications are not installed, you can install it later. For example, if you install the Ubuntu Studio without the photography apps, later on you can, if you want, you can install the photography apps, because the pending applications group will be shown here. You have to just click that and then install it. Now, other thing what I wanted to show you was just a moment, where we need, okay, website. So here, reset applications view, it will reset the applications that are shown here in the application menu. So it works for Gnome. Let us see if it works for the Moksha Desktop. I have clicked this and you have to say yes, and then it will reset all the applications. So it will correct all the application sections. So the right application will be there in the right section. Let us see. Yes, I think it is working. Let's see, no, still the application overlap is there. So in graphics, all applications, graphic related applications are there, and in design only the graphic application related to design are there. So I think this is the change. So this is the difference. Now let us go over to the Ubuntu Studio information. So here you can see some of the system tools are also there again in the Ubuntu Studio information. So if you want any information, any bug report, any issue you have got with the Ubuntu Studio, you have to use all these links. And in video production, Blender, Kdenlive, OBS Studio, QWin, FF is there, subtitle editor, and the XJADO is there. So that's it. And I think except that one issue, rest all things are working. What was that issue? Let me go back again where it was. References. Yes, this additional drivers was not able to get installed. So only that thing is not working. That is the KDSU Ubuntu Studio -driver -manager. It is not working. Rest the application is working. The low latency kernel is also there. I will just show you the low latency kernel. So if you type uname-a, it will show you that low latency kernel that is also working. So 99% Ubuntu Studio is working. Only those extra additional drivers for the Ubuntu Studio, that application is not working. Everything rest is working. So I will now stop the video here, and in the next video we are going to start with a new Linux distribution. So we will start reviewing the Peppermint OS. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.